Hey everybody, today I want to talk with you about what are the best thing that you can do to become a better programmer. And I was inspired by this from a tweet that I saw earlier today where it was like 30 people had responded to this, but for me the answer is pretty simple. It's just called code every day. So this, programming is not one of those things, at least from my experience, it's not one of those things where you just like do it for a little bit and then take a break and then come back to it and it's like easier or something once you come back to it. It's pretty much like a lifestyle thing. And you just have to do it every day. And there's you eventually get better at it. Like it's not like day 1 is not the same as day 30. Like you're gonna be a lot more proficient at day 30, but if you can imagine like day 300 compared to day 30, it's like it's not even the same thing. So they have there's this concept, I'm trying to think about how it's gonna look on the video, but like a chart, linear would be like a linear improvement would be like a 45-degree angle. But the way code works is it starts out really flat. Like your improvement on a daily basis is going to be like really flat, and then you're going to hit like a tipping point where it just gets kind of like accelerates really fast, and they call that like exponential behavior. So you're going to become exponentially better at code if you do it every day. And I don't really know any other thing that would help you become exponentially good at writing code. Otherwise, you could argue like having like a mentorship or something like that would help, but bottom line is you're the only one that can move your fingers on the keyboard, and that's the only way you get better. You can't copy stuff off of Stack Overflow. You can't watch zillions of hours of tutorials. Like you literally just need to code. So hopefully that's enlightening to some folks. Hopefully it's not too disappointing to the other like lazy people out there. Like coding is definitely not for lazy people. There's a way to do, there's a way to make things hard on yourself with code. And there's a way to do it right where people joke around about calling it lazy, but clean code, yeah, you could argue that it's lazy, but clean code means that you're not repeating yourself. So, some people call that lazy coding, but it takes a lot of experience to learn how to be lazy like that, where you can write less code and reuse it type thing. So yeah, if I just had to come back at you and say to you like what is the most important thing, I guess, as far as like upgrading your programming skills, definitely coding every day. I started a little challenge. This is not like an original idea, but there's 100 days of code challenge, and I challenge you to just try and do 100 days of code. If you want, you can tweet at me to be accountable and be like, hey, day 1 I learned this, day 2 I did this, and don't skip any days and tweet at me every day. I'd love to see some people hit 100 days of day after day after day of tweeting at me with what they learned. So my Twitter handle is profitablepy. And yeah, I'd love to see you guys tweet at me with your 100 days of code and code every day. Other than that, I got the Python podcast going on. So if you haven't heard about that yet, the podcast is called Profitable Python. And so far I've only interviewed like software developers and entrepreneurs in the software development space. And we talk about Python and how you can monetize your skills. So definitely check that out. I have some openings for one-on-one coaching, free coaching sessions. If you go to profitablepython.fm, and at the bottom of the webpage, there's a place to register for a free coaching session with me. So definitely check that out if that is interesting to you. And I love all you folks. I hope you have an awesome rest of the day. And don't forget to code every day. All right, bye-bye.